Big thanks to Kamado Joe for sponsoring this episode.
Are you tired of making beef ribs over and over again at the same time, putting them on your smoker and cooking them for a long time? Well, I got a solution. Make beef ribs like this, asado style, like they do in Argentina. Put it on the barbecue and create a beautiful crust with way more flavor and way less ingredients. Want to see how that's done? Let's go. So what kind of meat do you need to get if you want to cook Argentina asado? You need to get something that entails everything. Argentinian people like their meat with the silver skin on, with a little bit of fat on, and that's why I got this beautiful piece. This is a part of the rib that still has the skirt steak on at the bottom and the belly fat on top. That makes this an absolute masterpiece in the eyes of the Argentinian grill masters. Because with their way of cooking, it's going to be crunchy, juicy and delicious. Of course, this doesn't need much work. It's ready to go and all it needs is just a little bit of salt. I'm going to sprinkle on some sea salt, and you don't want to be too shy about this because it's a thick piece of meat and I'm making sure I get it everywhere. Most of the salt is going to drop off when the fat renders down. It's going to leave behind a little bit of saltiness. This piece is ready to go on the grill. Of course I can just put this on the grill grate, but I'm going to make it more easy for myself and I'm going to use a skewer. And that skewer is going to make it very easy for me to rotate the meat every now and then while it's cooking. I'm going to stick it in just above the bones. And there we have it. This is now ready to go on the grill. And I'm going to be cooking it on the Kamado Joe Big Joe. This grill is absolutely perfect because we got a lot of room in the grill. First I'm going to put in a little bit of Kamado Joe Big Block. Then I'm going to take a few embers from my fireplace and I'm going to use that to light up my grill. Because Argentinians love to grill on this stuff. I'm going to sprinkle this over the charcoal. It's going to light up the charcoal and at the same time give the meat a nice smoky aroma. My charcoal is now fully lit up. With my ash poke, I'm going to put one part to one side and the other part to the other side of the grill. This way I created an indirect zone in the center of the barbecue. And that's where I'm going to place my beef ribs. When this fat renders down, it drops down into the grill, not on the charcoal, but in the center. That means no flare-ups and therefore tasty meat. The beef ribs have been on for 4 hours and they're almost done. But I want to add a little something to my dish, so I'm going to make a beautiful Argentinian style salsa. It starts by chopping fine 6 tomatoes, a red bell pepper, a green jalapeno without the seeds and the stalk, a whole white onion, a clove of garlic, some fine chopped cilantro, and finish off with a tablespoon of a light sea salt. With the salsa out of the way, I want to talk to you about my ribs, because if you look at them, you see that I have this beautiful crunchy exterior that is soft at the same time. That comes from hours and hours of tending to this meat. It's been quite a bit of work of keeping the charcoal levels up, keeping that temperature up, rotating the meat, flipping it around. It's not a set it and forget it thing to do. It is for real pitmasters. People that enjoy the art of cooking over charcoal. Now I put a lot of work in this because I enjoy it extremely much. And I'm going to show you the reward that you get in the end. Listen to that, listen. You can hear the bubbles of the fat rendering down, everything crispened up, and this thing is still live in action. So I'm gonna give it around 10 minutes or so to relax a little bit, let the juices flow back. Beautiful Argentino asado style beef ribs. Look at what you get for all that work, all the effort that you put in. This is exciting meat. It's juicy. It's tender, it's got a crusty exterior. Traditionally it's served with a piece of bread. I'm gonna do this authentic style, which means I'm not gonna use a knife and fork. Just a piece of meat, a little bit of that salsa. And there you go. Asado from the campo. It's so much better than good. This is real barbecue. Hard work, big reward.